Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I know this is a different day for me to go live, but I didn't make it last Wednesday. So I was like, well, I want to make up for it because I wanted to stream, and we hit 500 subs, and I made a Discord server, and I made some random emojis that I plan on getting your all's feedback on and updating. And I need to do membership badges, and so there's a few updates, which was pretty much that was all of them. And then I just wanted to play the game. Um, I hurt my back on Wednesday, and I just couldn't move, which was kind of embarrassing slash sad. Make sure you're all stretching out there because this game requires us to sit for some time, and sitting is not always the best for your health. Um, anyways, enough of that. Um, let's play some games. I think I don't have anything I really want to show off. I'm just wondering. Um, yeah, I could probably pull up the emojis if people care, but I feel like I made a Discord server also. Um, it's let me actually pull that up. That might be a fun little thing. Um, I should have probably put it into streamer mode, but here it is. Let me switch to the game scene. And still working out the kinks, but yeah, we're looking for like having general conversation, deck lists, Vynnset discussion. I have a few private channels that I'm going to eventually open up for members for coaching or in just game rooms and doing like paired gaming. Um, and then general off-topic memes, et cetera, et cetera. So I think pretty generic stuff for Discord. And then should y'all want more stuff, obviously I can add more stuff. So yeah, really grateful for you all just hanging out, watching, all that jazz. But enough mushy stuff. Let's play some games. So this is largely the list I've been running. I've made a few edits. I want to talk about them. And I think we'll have to revisit in like 2 weeks what has been said look like with the new heroes coming out. Um, and this is just the tried and true aura list that I've been running. I actually made some changes after going to PQ. Imperial Seal Command. I want to keep testing this because defense reactions hurt Vynnset, and this is like a nice kind of one turn go off turn when we're like, cool, um, we have a ton of chance. Maybe we are facing a Florian, and that's kind of what this is for. And I do think we're going to get more Guardians coming up. I mean, not coming up, but like in August, I guess, with the Guardian Mastery Pack. So maybe this will be more popular. I dropped reduce from 3 to 2. I think with the gone, like Zen and Aurora being gone, aggro is pretty much just Syndra now, and maybe that's my naivete speaking, but I think Haunting Rendition is better because of the ability to block the flick knives. So I might even drop down to one of these and sub in my Shelter from the Storm because I removed Shelter from the Storm. I added the timestamps. I want to try these in those slower matchups. And I think if the meta slows down with Necromancer and there's a lot of minions and we need to go wide, timestamp seems nice, especially with Oblivion, because this deck, the whole thing this deck is doing is Oblivion. And then what else did I change? I added one Malefic and dropped one Incantation. I want to try this. This is because I have timestamp and I'm going to be going wide. I figured I'd want an easier time having those rune chants to carry over. So we're gonna play around with this. I'm gonna take some water and then we're gonna go. Um, yeah. So we'll play this, and I kind of think, oh yeah, we have a puzzle today, and let's do. Let's see. Let's do Max. I haven't faced the new Max, and we get to go first. Lovely. I haven't set fixed the sideboards for this yet. Max, they're definitely not going to do D-reacts. I think we're going to be going too fast for Oblivion to matter. So what we'll do here is let's get some go tall stuff. Um, let's get this. We definitely want some defensive stuff. Four more cards to add. I'm actually gonna maybe lean into going a little aggressive here. With some more. James, had a great time hanging out with James White. Can't wait to tell you all about the new updates coming soon. Yo, get out of here, James. If you really hung out with James White, don't tease me like that. Um, you jabroni. Okay, let's try this out. Um, this is a great hand. We'll put the funeral moon inside. We will just interesting. I think we kind of want to pitch. So let's pitch two. Get rid of Haunting Rendition, and let's bring in our Blessing of the Occult. Um, James, I heard you've been gaming. Have you been playing Expedition 33? I know a lot of people have been playing that. Okay, what do we got here? When this hits, put it around from hand. Okay, and they are boosting. So I'm happy to do a nice little block here. The question is, I might block. I'm trying to think what we want to block with here. Do we want to set them on the back foot already? Do they not have? They do have Arcane Barrier. So the choices are we're blocking with either Deathly Whale or we don't want them to have a Hyperdriver this early. But we will need to block Banksy. Um, I see, I see. Let's see. I think we want to block like this. There's a part of me that's thinking we can be greedy because this is such a fast matchup where we can hold everything. Um, this is just really good disruption, but we already have temptation. But this is a little bit okay, all right. I'm sorry. Um, hello. I rushed that. I have to play a little slower, but I think this is fine. I now that I'm like thinking about this more, just it takes me. My brain's still spinning up. Sunday. Um. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. I guess. So they're running with Rainbow Hyperdriver, probably. We'll take this, which makes me think they'll have some blue, so they'll be able to pitch Hyper Scraper, Hyper Driver. Are they going to crank this puppy? Yep. So, and do we let this hit? So this is the thing. Hmm, hmm. Three, and just block here. I kind of am okay with that. But do we care? Like, what does our turn look like? Our turn is this will go. Let's take this hit. Let's let this hit. We're gonna disrupt them enough, and we're gonna use temptation here for flail. Yeah, I'm going back and forth on that entire turn. I didn't love it. So what we're gonna end up doing here is send Malefic or play Malefic. So we can send Deathly Whale, and I don't think we. I think because we're gonna, yeah, I don't. I would be very surprised if they're able to block all this. We obviously want to trigger this first, just for good practice, because we're going to be at 6 rune chance, and then that's going to bring us to what's it called? Nazareth trigger if we needed it, and then let's go. So yeah, they're not going to be pitching. That's totally fine. They are going to block. Okay, so are they going to do this now? Oh shit! So they're worried about. Are they going to give us the card? No. I was gonna say, are they worried about temptation? Cool. So we get temptation trigger. They get rid of the hyperdriver. And throttle is gonna cost two. This costs less if they have. So throttle's pretty good because they're gonna play it for free here. So I think I want to get rid of throttle. Just a six, clean six. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of throttle here. Scrub, I know, right? Good to see a scrub. And so here we're just gonna take our own damage. That's fine. And then let's just do this. And I don't know if they're going to give us arms here. Oh, they gave us a whole card. Ah, okay, they are thinking about that. So the unfortunate thing here is we have a ton of chance. Like, wow. Bad news is we don't have any room gate. I knew this was gonna happen. I called it. I was like, I know we're gonna whiff. Um, when this is banished, blah blah blah. I guess we're just gonna stack this turn, and then we'll block out. So why don't we do this, and then we'll block with tear. And I think they might have a four coming, so we can block with runic, and then we're just gonna have a cold turn. This is part of the reason I was like not loving blocking with the widespread annihilation last turn because I was like, well, okay, um, yep. Let's see if they Banksy. I'm gonna actually let this hit because I think we're gonna get Banksy'd, right? So let's let this one hit, and let's just maybe this was wrong, but they have an action point. Cool, 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 cool. Perfect. Okay. So bad news bears on our end, right? Where we have freaking nothing going here for us. But yeah, this is why I generally like to opt towards having like more attacks in my banish. So if I had done the last play where I went widespread annihilation, and I could have taken, I could have maybe held, I could have maybe not played. No, I would have still been able to flail. I would have flailed, um, and I would have had taken self damage. So widespread would have triggered. So here we have an opportunity. Is there a world? Huh. So this is just vanilla damage. I'm okay with this. So we have Tunic. I'm wondering if there is a world where we send. No, we won't. We might be able to send. No, no, we don't have a go again action point. No, we do. Uh, no, we won't. I'm going back and forth. We'll just bank the eulogy, I think. Well, what's this do? Still just vanilla damage and go again. They are out of hyperdrivers. They have three resources. I wonder if it's worth to crown here, honestly. They've undone their action points. Now they have no. Ooh. So maybe they heard me say I might craft or I might give them face purgatory. At the start of a turn, this wrenches you control are jacked. So they had a feeling I was going to maybe face purgatory. There is no arcane barrier here now. So we're going to get hit with this wrench. They don't have, they haven't activated this. They have not. So five, we're going to block five then. Hmm, okay, we'll take this. Yep, yep. And now we'll block that. Oh, okay. Well, we kind of IP'd ourselves. So here we take everything. Let's. Do we want to check the damage? We could put the eloquent eulogy in. Do you want to? Sure, let's do it. So there's a line here where we could pitch the funeral moon. Um, I don't really want to give creepers this early. I guess it's not early. Do I value ending on a funeral moon? Um, let's undo that one. And okay, buddy. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I know. It's just hard. It's hard playing this champion. I am sorry, boss. I play very slow. Um, for anyone who has ever played me IRL, I'm so sorry for playing slow. I just have to think. Okay, so this all goes through. You probably know something's coming. Okay, so here we can close the chain, put the feral moon in, and then we can ping. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there is probably a line where we actually started with eulogy. There's probably a line where we started with eulogy, then used this to get an action point back, tunic, and then popped quill hand instead. I'm actually okay doing this right now. I'm gonna save quill hand, and we pretty much push. Yeah, yeah. We'll kill them. We'll block with creepers. We'll probably block with creepers. This is fine. So there was a few ways to do that. We still have a ton of armor. They pitched to increase, so we got a card from them, another card. So we are looking good. Okay. So this is interesting because what we could do is Sonotic Galaxia to hit a cussing. I think we can just win here. They shouldn't be able to do anything crazy, right? Five. I think what we do here is Sonata Galaxia, get a cussing. We could pop Quill Hand. We might as well give this. This is going to come in for five, right? So we can block four. Okay, well, they gave up. Okay. Sorry, I played slow. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. But I think we had that in the bag. I think, and let's just see what the top deck, what we would have hit with our Ruin and slash puppetry. So we for sure had that one. Because my plan was here, like we could just give armor. It doesn't matter. We gave up creepers. So what we do is put widespread ruin in, break quill hand, then play this, paying two. It has the go again though, because of eloquence. As someone who's played you several times, you are not that slow. I appreciate that, Scrib. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I think we would have popped this, paid one. It gets go again though, because we're not doing X equals two, but it does get the go again from the eloquence. We get a cussing, we shadow puppetry, send all this, we play the malefic, and then we would have five rune chants on the back end. So three, then five. So we would have taken eight unpreventable just because of the rune chants, and then we would have been sending seven, potentially at a minimum eight here. So we were presenting lethal big time. So I think that was more or less in the bag. What game is this? Hey, Tobo Med. This is Flesh and Blood. Not sure if you're familiar. This is like it's a TCG. Um, so if you're familiar with like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, I think One Piece, all the big ones. This is similar to that. I'm familiar-ish with the game, but I've never played it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is an online client that is made by the community to play it. Talishar.net. And I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I got a little tired of other TCGs, if you're familiar with them, of like card draw and energy. It's the one night a week that I don't go to the LGS for card stuff. Oh, nice. What game do you play? I'm fairly familiar with most card games. Um, Kassai could be fun to face. Let's do Kassai because this will be a little slower. So we'll face Kassai. Um, and thanks for stopping by the way, Tobenamed. I apologize. I'm going to butcher that name. Um, let's do we want to bring D reacts? I think we want to bring D reacts, but am I worried about their D reacts? Um, maybe a little. I might bring time snap. So we have this right now. I kind of like having a bit more go again. I just don't know if we're bringing Imperial Seal here. Let's not. Let's not just for testing. And this feels good. 62. We're going a little over. Good luck, have fun. Let me say good luck, have fun. Send message. Good luck. Where are you? Good luck, have fun. And we are not lucky with our hits. Pokemon and Magic mostly. Sometimes I go to One Piece nights and oh, nice, fun. I've played all of those except not really One Piece. I've seen people play One Piece. I get yeah, I like those games, but the whole like having lands and card draw. I've been mana screwed too many times, and I just like that every card in this in my hand is always useful. Okay, so here we have Banished Widespread Ruin. And I think we're gonna just kind of pass. We're gonna pass, and we're gonna put a card in our arsenal. Also, my username is to be named. LOL. Oh, to be named. Oh gosh, I'm slow. Thank you. Okay, so we get Oblivion already. That's huge. We are gonna be short here, right? Damn. Okay. So what are we gonna do for our turn? So this is this style deck. They crack the gold to activate Kassai. So it means that their swords are now free. So they got two free swords. This is the draw swords. This is the one that I saw, I think, on stream. So, to be named, I'm going to kind of speak a little bit at a high level how Flesh and Blood works. So they are pitching resources. This is how you pay for stuff in Flesh and Blood versus having a land system. This is how you pay for stuff. They had a token, and now they're playing this card, Spoils of War. It costs one. You can see that in the upper right that it costs one. They had one resource here, but they've used it. So this is going to be a crazy turn where we're going to get smacked around with some weapons. And whenever we get hit, we're going to have some copper, or they're going to generate some copper. So, what am I thinking of doing here? I kind of want to take this damage because this is kind of shitty, but I want to set up a turn where we send Ruin, and I want to Arsenal Oblivion. Because if we can get Oblivion out, Oblivion is going to summon us Nazareth, and Nazareth is going to. Do you like having like Hearthstone? I do. I do like that. I don't mind the whole like having a persistent field, but that's part of the reason I almost like Kassai because she can create a whole bunch of minions. But I enjoy the style. I'm actually going to create a minion, so I'll be kind of having a hero and a board state to be named, hopefully. Uh, I'm kind of getting blown out a little bit here. Like, I'm giving them a lot of free resources. They have these two effects here in the upper left. So I don't love that for me. Sorry, Matt. Is there a champion you build your deck around thing? Oh, yes. So here is my champion to be named. Um, this is Vynnset. And so I get this hero text, and that is what applies to me. So you can see my hero has 40 health in the lower right, and at bottom left, my hero has 4 intellect. That means at the end of my turn, I always draw 4 cards. I love that system because that means I don't have to build my deck to have card draw, and I get to essentially play my whole deck. And pitching is how you pay for stuff generally. Oh, we're getting screwed. Um, pitching is how you pay for stuff generally. And so you can cycle through your deck and generally see every card. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I could have blocked there. I took 5 damage and 8 damage, and each one of my cards to be named, if you see in the lower right, has a block symbol. That shield and a 3 is you can use these cards to block. This card does not have that because it's a crazy card and I want to play it for you. Scrib, I appreciate you. Oh, Scrib, you're the best. To be named, Scrib is much better and smarter and more eloquent than I am. So listening to them is probably your best bet. Okay, we are at 26 life. They are at 40. We are going to cry. So our hero, to be named, makes has us first banish a card. So we're going to banish a card from our hand. That's just our hero text because we are able to play stuff from banish. Banish is the same as exile. I have a card in my arsenal. Arsenal is like a slot that we get to like store a card in for future use. I'm gonna probably use this card so I can put my Oblivion in there because I don't want a no block in my hand. So let's play. So I'm gonna play this card, Runeblood Incantation. It has a whole bunch of text. It makes this token on my board called a Rune Chant, and Rune Chants are gonna do damage. Um, You are the best, Scrib. I'm gonna still kind of talk through a little bit what I'm doing, but I have just paid one resource because of the upper right, and I had to pitch this card to pay for it. This card gives me three resources. The reason I know it gives me three is in the upper left of this card, I see three red dots, and it also has a blue stripe. So now I'm also going to play Envelope, Envelop in Darkness. My hero says, "Hey, do you want to pay a life to make some damage unpreventable?" I'm not going to do that right now, and I'm just going to send Widespread Ruin. So my plan is I'm sending three damage here. Each one of these does three damage. And then I'm going to send this six damage. You can see that I'm doing six damage in the lower left here. I have six damage coming into their help. So they're taking some damage. So I should have known. A lot of the Kassais these days are just going to be doing the efficient draw card swing weapons. I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to be named because every single card is useful and you're not top decking because you're drawing a full hand each time. You could like if they have a power turn, you can block out. Um, what's it called? Yeah, Scrib is preaching. God, can someone give Scrib just like yeah, I'll do a how's this? I'll do a practice match after this to be named. So and I'll be able to talk through it a little bit more. So they are able to react. So they chose not to block, but they're gonna react with a defense reaction. So you can see each card's type at the bottom here. So at the very bottom, you see that it has four block, but you also see it says generic defense reaction. Defense reactions can be played after blocks are declared. So the general flow of Flesh and Blood is start of turn, and I'm gonna hand wave over to start of turn. You can then send an attack. When I send an attack, my opponent has that opportunity to block. So there's a blocking phase. If they choose not to block, we move to a reaction phase. And you can play cards that are instant or have the word reaction in them. So they chose not to block, and then we went to the reaction phase, and then they were able to react. And you can kind of see these symbols here, right? Past attack actions, past defense reactions, skip attack. So there's like it's generally like a three stage. I see it as three stages, and that is kind of um simplifying it, but it's kind of like I send attack by I think we can we NAS? One, two, three, four, five. We're one short from NAS. So um interesting. We sent some damage. Huh. Let me think here. So we can't So we are now get the chance to block. Hey, brother. This game seems to play. I played Magic for a while, but migrated to Weiss, Swords, and Pokemon. Oh, nice. Um, I haven't played Weiss Swords, so I'm gonna block here. I think what I'm gonna block with is just this widespread ruin, and that is blocking for three. And when I block for three, this sword has an effect that gives it plus one. So I'm doing, they're sending three, I'm blocking three. Um, my hero works in a unique way where I have a banish zone, an exile area, where I can play cards from my exile. So now we go to reactions. They're going to buff this weapon, which I kind of accepted, and I'm going to take damage. That is shitty. This is part of the reason I should have blocked. I'm not gonna play super I'm not gonna play very well. I'm gonna play a little bit subpar, just because I want to show certain things. That was probably not the turn to attack on, or sorry, block on this first attack because of this card. So this is the reaction phase. Do you see how it says warrior attack reaction? I just got reacted on. They get to draw a card from that. This hero, everything they want to do is to draw a card. So if you look at their text, it says, if you've drawn a card this turn, your swords cost less. So they drew a card. So I kind of bad. This symbol says it has go again. So they can swing this and then they get to go again. Because this game works with action points. So every turn you get one action point. You can see that here on the right side. They get to use an action point to play an action. And if that action at the end of it, the text says go again, which you can see here, they'll get that action point back. So they went from 0 to 1 because of the go again. Now they have no action points, and we're going to get hit with 5 again. I'm going to take this. Um, we're getting smashed. I really would like. I'm putting too much onus on Oblivion right now, but it is what it is. So here's the thing. Also, um, this card, it says if you've lost life this turn, you can play it as an instant. So I'm playing it as an instant, and my hero is a little complicated because I can cheat out attacks. So yeah, this costs 3. I can cheat out attacks by using Rune Chance to substitute the value, so to speak. Oh, Zena, hey, good to see you, Zena. Sorry, all if I'm also slow to talk to you. I'm trying to do like the whole like what is flesh and blood at a high level, and at a high level, it is two heroes facing each other, and you are able to kind of swing attacks and then block enemy attacks and kind of just cheat out value. So my hero again makes it so I have to banish Shard of Turn. So I banish a card. I have 3 Rune Chants. These do arcane damage. There's arcane damage and there's physical damage. These are 2 different types of damage in this game. And so I can send a attack here, Deathly Wail. Deathly Wail costs 3, but because I have 3 Rune Chants, I can send it for 3 free because it has a text called Rune Gate. Yeah, supervillain, you're so right. I have been baited by Oblivion. So the reason I brought Oblivion, also for people who are more familiar with Flesh and Blood, is I've just been used to Kassai's that play a little bit more defensive. Um, so here we got the defense step. I'm going to react with a reaction. This is that reaction step I was talking about. So we'll see if they have a reaction. I have used a reaction. We'll see if they have a reaction. They do not have a reaction, so my reaction card will go through. This is all terrible. If this is played from Arsenal, so I don't care about that. What we're going to end up doing is, let me see the arena. It's a little bit. So they have 2 vigor. They will for sure be able to play this. I do not want them to have blood on their hands, which is a power card. So I'm going to discard that card, and we're going to flail here. So now I think if we survive here, folks, we're going to Oblivion. So supervillain, I think we're going to have a shot here. That's fine. We get their boots, so you can block with armor. This is your like extension of your hand for new players. You have armor. So I have armor here. I have a weapon and I have a offhand. And they have 2 weapons. So they're dual wielding weapons for the newer folk. Um, okay. So, I think that's all I got in the tank. We're actually in a really good position here, I think. So, interesting. So they've drawn a card. That's bad. And they're activating their hero, which means if they hit us, they're going to get a gold token. Hmm. I know this card I do not know. And I don't know their arsenal. So on our turn, they're going to be at 4. So we will be able to Oblivion. So what we want to do is I'm going to block with 6. I'm going to block like this. I'm going to block 8. This will help me if they react. And this setup here makes it so I can react with something. The thing I'm thinking is, I think I want to block a little differently, just because I value this widespread destruction has text on it, whereas my Phantom Wraith does not have like relevant text. So we're gonna make them discard this. Oh, we're so sad. Okay, this is huge. Hmm. So if we put coal in, we'll put coal in. Probably it's safer to have not coal in. But hey, thank you, Alessandro, for the follow and subscribe. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all for hanging out. So we're gonna pay one to get this out. We're gonna break our armor so that we can finally play Oblivion, which has been hanging out in our arsenal for so many turns. We're gonna send Eloquent Eulogy. They took it all. They take all of this damage, so they're taking a ton of damage. We are going to then they will block with their armor. Cool. So they block. I took four. I did four damage. They blocked. My arcane damage was not blocked, so they took some hits. Then we're gonna break the chain because my hero creates a special token when the chain is broken. I have an eloquence token. I'm gonna make them. What's it called? Banish a card from hand. So that's what this card does. This says banish a card from hand. They are gonna banish a card from hand. Let's see if this works. Casual 19 damage, 24 value. Yeah. Yeah. I know. This is feeling good, supervillain. Let's see what they are gonna get rid of here. There was a world where instead of culling, I would have won widespread. It's just this card here, they didn't use it last turn. And like I kind of liked potentially having widespread to handle that. So this list I'm also running, I think, has time snaps. I think I brought time snap in, which that eloquence token would have been great for a time snap. But yeah, so let's do this. We'll deal six damage. And so finally, even though we played sloppy to begin with, we got a good amount of value here, and we've kind of turned the life total. Hi, you're late, buddy. So late. So late. Okay. So if they go for us this turn, so they use Unsheath, who are they attacking? They're going for Nazareth. That's sad. Okay. Nazareth is gone. Okay. They're gonna get a vigor here, and then they're gonna swing at us for four. So here, what can we do? Can we do anything worth? Time Snap is now kind of useless in our deck. Um, I could block here. I could block two. We're not going to send this. We might as well just block this. You are doing nothing now. There's a world. There's a world here where we use Grimoire. I don't want to use Grimoire against. Wait, do they not have? They have no arcane barrier? Guys, why did no one tell me they have no arcane barrier? Maybe we use Grimoire here. Grimoire, Time Snap. I guess. Yeah, we can. We just. Actually, we don't need to be. Let's not be crazy. Let's just block two. They have no arcane barrier, so they can't block our arcane damage. Arcane damage and split damage, which requires poop. They reacted. I should. So that's it was an Iron Song response. Okay, well we're back to playing sloppy. The good thing is when you have Oblivion, you can play sloppy. That's probably why I like Oblivion so much because I can play subpar and I'd be okay. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually creepers out the time snap. Why not? It doesn't matter, and we're gonna end up blocking with creepers soon anyways. Um, so we're going to send our split damage, which they can't do anything about, and we will use time snap. I don't know how much this will help us, but we'll do it. They're going to be down to three. We'll have two extra health here to block with. I'm fine using losing these boots right now. I completely didn't realize they didn't have, um, I didn't realize they didn't have arcane barrier to stop my arcane damage. We're also kind of, it's cool holding this because this threatens, temptation. Like they're afraid of succumb to temptation here. So like that's kind of cool. So I kind of like that for us. Let me see here. Okay. So are they going to take it? One, two, three. Are we going to get two cards? So they're blocking for three. Also, when you block first cards, like the text generally doesn't matter unless it's like a defense reaction. So they're just blocking for three here. They are blocking all of it. So why don't we kind of scare them a bit? Get that out. Okay, so time snap. I think in this, with the new Kassai builds that I'm seeing, I've only seen two. I've only seen this deck twice with the draw swords thing. Um, excuse me. Or gaining into, yeah, they just draw. It's annoying. Okay, so we're in a great position here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get cussing out. This is gonna be funny. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think we just win here because of arcane cussing. We've used one. So we get this is a tutor card, and so I have a card in my deck that is going to destroy them for not having Arcane Barrier. So what we can do here is I would be floored if they, because our turn looks like this. We'll take one damage, go up to two here. On our turn, we'll banish, go up to three. We could block actually. We could block here. Let's not block the first one in case this is a glint. We've only seen one. So let's do this. We'll take one, and on our turn, we can pop the time snap to use Sonata for cheaper. And then this is actually working out. The time snap potion is actually working out pretty nicely for us. So this is the end of their turn. So they can get us go again. So if I do this, oh, hello, hello. Tattle down. Thank you for the sub. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's see this. I can play this because it's an instant. I'm going to talk just very, very verbosely and generally for anyone who may be new to Flesh and Blood watching. But I have my card. This is just like I would say a slightly higher skill cap deck. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we will pop Time Snap. That's going to give us two action points. We will play Sonata. We will pay two and use one of our action points. Sonata says tutor something. I'm going to tutor an arcane cussing. I'm going to Deadwood Dirge, which says, hey, destroy one of your auras and create three rune chants. Arcane Cussing says, when I'm destroyed, um, create three more rune chants. So we are going to send just a simple 9, 7, good game. Yeah, and they say good game. Good game. Where is it? Good game. And so we just send a simple 9 and 7, and that's that. And so we get our kind of GG here. We'll send another good game because they were awesome and they dealt with my slow play at the beginning. Um, but yeah, let me do a quick. I'm gonna do like a quick little dummy match. Hey, what's up, YH? Thanks for stopping by. Um, and also thanks for everyone who's new here. I don't usually stream on Sundays, but I hurt my back last week, and my Wednesday day I didn't stream on Wednesday, so I wanted to stream today to make up for it. So what I will do is I'm gonna play. I'm gonna just get a random deck real quick. Let's go on February. And February, for anyone who is new to this game, there's a whole bunch of decks here. They also have the official site where they have decks. I, for now, use February. where I can look at public decks. So I can get a public deck. Brother, is there a vampire deck in this game? So let's look at the heroes. So there's some stuff that's close to that. So these are all the legal heroes right now. And so vampire, I would say the closest thing you're going to get to vampire is actually what I was playing. So if we look at this card, Succumb to Temptation, this is for sure a vampire. And this is something that you play in Runeblade, so it's a Runeblade action. So you'll play this in Runeblade decks. And so how do I know if my deck is Runeblade? Well, I go to my heroes, and these are all the heroes I can choose from. And so I'll go to a hero, and I'll see at the bottom this says Shadow Runeblade Hero. And so these are all the heroes. These are the This is the more casual format that people like to pick up and play, and this is really good for like getting into the game. And so you have kind of like Cavadan, who's kind of like um vampire like. Yeah, that deck you were playing seemed right up my alley, the Iron Maiden. Okay, brother. So I'll do maybe another one. What's it called? Um with that. But let me see here. If there's anyone else. So yeah, so like Vynnset has a young format. Um and Assassin also has some like vampire vibes, but I would say playstyle wise, you also have Leviah, who's Shadow, any of the Shadow heroes. So here are the heroes. So I'm getting a little distracted, but here are the heroes we can play. And each hero, so I'll just kind of hover on one, has a name at the top, text box. Lower left has how many cards they will draw, their intellect at the end of their turn. And then on the right side, you have their health. So um, you can kind of go through and see like this is an elemental Runeblade hero. This is a Azalea is a ranger hero. Oh yeah, Jesse, you're right actually. Jesse, who's my Jesse from New Mexico? My Talishar Lexi Jesse. Um, but yeah, so like new, where's new? My eyes. So new is also kind of like a vampire vibes, but you pick a hero. And based on your hero and your class, you will construct a deck around that. I'm going to pick a fairly simple hero to start. Let's go ahead. Trying to think who I want to start with. Maybe we'll just do Ira. So I'll go to Ira. This is the hero. She's just a ninja. Pretty simple, and her text box is pretty straightforward. Your second attack each turn gets +1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to most played decks. I'm going to just copy this one. So let's play on Talishar. So Fabry is great, where you can just click play on Talishar, which is against real people, and then you can play on Felt Table. I'll go ahead and link these actually in the chat. One moment. I've been wondering if new is like straight up demon. I think new is kind of straight up demon, Xena. Oh, we got ninjas. That's probably another ninja. Yeah. So we have Fabry here. And Fabry's like a great one-stop shop. So we'll play like a couple rounds or like turns of Ninja. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing, but let's go here and we'll play on Talishar, which I have here. So I have the deck link from Fabry here. This is the Ninja. This is what I was playing before because I favorited it. We're gonna do the format. Here are all the formats. Don't be overwhelmed on this. The main ones you probably want to worry about are Classic Constructed and Blitz. Some people like competitive because it's just like, hey, I want to try hard here. Um, yes, I will talk about the Living Legends system in a second. So we're gonna just do single player just to show you, and we'll face a Phi, which is another CC deck. So to start the game, I have my hero, and I get to set up my sideboard. So Flesh and Blood, unlike other TCGs, is a best of one, so you get one try. So you get a sideboard of 80 total cards that you can bring into a deck. And with 80, you can kind of bring in tools against other heroes. Hopefully that makes sense, brother. And let me know if you have any specific questions. So we're going to bring in this. And so I start the turn. So the special thing about Flesh and Blood is on turn one, um, so you always draw cards at the end of your turn, except for turn one. And that's kind of a weird balancing mechanism they have of like, hey, if I'm going first, I could just send my full attack and they can block from hand. but if they don't draw it from hand, they will be behind in tempo. So looking here, my hero always wants to send like two cards because my second attack each turn gets +1. So what I probably want to do is I want to use my Harmonized Kodachi, which is if you have a card in your pitch zone with cost 0, this attack gets go again. This is that pitch zone. So I need to pay for this now, right? I'm playing my dagger. I need to pay for it. So I have a blue striped card, which is a great resource card. The text on it doesn't necessarily matter because I'm going to be pitching it. I'm not playing it. The card's text only matters when you play that card. Pitch zone equals graveyard or discard. No, brother, that is incorrect. So my graveyard is up here. My banish is down here. My pitch zone. This is the beautiful thing about Flesh and Blood is when you pitch a card, it goes to the bottom of your deck at the end of the turn. So Dishonor, what I could do is I could pitch a power card, or I could pitch a resource card. And their resource card isn't exactly a fair way of describing it, but I could pitch any of these cards and it'll go back into my deck. So let's say, for example, my hero is like, hey, I want to pitch all my power cards early on and try to like play defensive early. And then go as my deck gets thinner and thinner, I will eventually get to the cards that I pitched early on. Um, then Blaine, what's up? Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Blaine. I appreciate you explaining it. So I've gone ahead and pitched here. And I'm gonna now, I've paid my resource. I'm coming in for 1 damage. And that's gonna do, and this is just CPU. So they might block, they might not. But they take 1 damage. Um, I guess it didn't take 1 damage. Interesting. Something, that's weird. Maybe there's the AI on this one is a little buggy, but so I've attacked for 1. So now, and I think I accidentally closed the chain, but whatever. I'm going to send this card, which says, hey, as an additional cost to play this card, you have to put a card at the bottom of your deck. So I will go ahead and put this card underneath, and I'm just going to buff the power. And this card got but +2 from the card text, but it also got an additional +1 from my hero text. Now I'm a little grayed out. I see. So the Talishar bots have been breaking. So they now fully block out. The AI fully is going to block out here, and they block 9. And that's fine because at the end of the first turn, they're going to fully draw up. So the turn ends. I have no action points. We're going to move to the end phase. Something that happens in the end phase is if I have any cards in my hand and I have an open arsenal slot, I can put a card into my arsenal slot. So now I have a card that I have kind of stored in my arsenal slot that I can use for later, and it's like a nice setup, like a power card or a defensive card would be good to put in here. So I have a pretty weak hand, just off the cuff. I don't know if she knows Hero too well, but looking at my hand, I have blue, blue, blue. These are usually the blue cards are more for pitching, and the red cards are more for doing damage. So here, I'm gonna take 1 damage. 1 damage coming through. I'm actually happy to take 1 damage. Um, and they deal 1 damage. Let's see. Okay, so the bot is gonna just end their turn. So this is not the best comparison of like how they'll play each other, brother. But I will go ahead and kind of do the same thing where I will just kind of come in with my dagger, and then I'll come in with another dagger. It gets +2, and then I'll go with my spinning wheel kick, which will come for 4. And this is something I didn't mention. I have a special piece of equipment that says, hey, when an attack you control is third or higher on the chain link, and this is the chain link. This is like the combat chain. Everything is a chain in Flesh and Blood. Is like I have 1 attack that hit, 2 attacks that hit. Now I have the third one hit. So my Mask of Momentum triggers. I get a draw card. I have all the blues in the whole world. So I'm trying to think, do any of these have go again? No. So I might as well just send 2 here. Oh, I think maybe the Talishar bot doesn't take damage or something for the sake of testing. I don't know. But hopefully, brother, I hope that gave you some general kind of flow of what Flesh and Blood does. And then from there, you kind of just have to like know the cards, know what to do. Before I kind of stop this one, I'll talk about armor. So you get four pieces of equipment here, and then you can have up to two weapons depending on your class. And action points are the top left dot, right? No, let's talk about the card structure. Top left is the resource a card takes. So, sorry, top left is the resource that the card gives if you pitch it. So, remember when I pitched that blue card? If I pitch a blue card, I get three resources. If I had pitched a red card, I would have gotten one resource. And the top right, so top left is how much resource a card will give you when pitched. Top right is how much it costs to play that card. Top bottom left is the attack, and then bottom right is how much a card defends for. And thanks everyone hanging out. I know some of y'all might be like more seasoned Flesh and Blood players and want to see just me playing some other decks, but I think it's good to kind of talk about this stuff too, because who we can grow this community and kind of have more people play. Because I mean, the game's kind of popping off. Let's go back to the homepage and we'll play a couple more games. I didn't even talk about equipment. Sorry, let me go to my deck. So this is kind of how you set up a deck. I have a main board here, so 49 out of 60, and then I have an inventory where I can side stuff in. You can bring equipment, and this is what you start with. Oh yeah, they have the Learn to Play on their website. I'll link that. Actually, that might be Fab TCG. Of course, my thing autocorrects to organized play. Mm-mm-mm. Where is the Learn? Oh, there it is. There. Okay, and I will link this. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cool. Bang. Um, Alrighty, let's do that. Cool. So this is how you can learn to play, and it's like a nice little interactive demo. All right, let's play some more Vynnset. Okay. I know someone in my Discord or in the Discord. I always say I feel weird saying my Discord. It's like our Discord. Our Discord was asking about verdants and how's that matchup look. So let's see if we can find a verdants out in the wild. No one is currently. We'll make the lobby then. So let's go to public. Let's go classic constructed. Um, and we'll wait here and we'll see. I'll check it out, Blaine. Thank you. My OGS has it too when I'm not playing Pokemon there. I'll check out more. Yeah. I like all card games, but this one, okay, no one's special. I do not believe you because every time I face a KO, I've been stopped. We'll bring in some defensive cards. Um, We're not bringing in Oblivion. This deck is going to go too fast for us, so we'll bring in some aggro cards too. We're not going to be going wide, so I'm not bringing in Machinations. I'm not bringing in Terror. I am bringing in Shadow just because it can help. I'm not bringing in Runeblood. Actually, I'm going to bring one Runeblood in. And this is looking good. I haven't updated my sideboard guide. Okay, they have Arcane Barrier. So let's see what turn one looks like. So they are gonna come in here for six. I think I am tempted here to take damage, but let's see this and let's block six. The reason I was tempted to take damage is because I wanted to maybe have a rune chant with Haunting Rendition. So here, let's see if anything else happens. That's it. Cool. Okay, that's nice. That's so nice. So here we're gonna pop coal. We're gonna we're gonna play Malefic Incantation here. So our hero works really well with auras, right? So brother, our hero. Vynnset loves auras because all of our abilities, or sorry, attacks are can use rune chants to send instead of paying for them. So now, I think what I'll do is Cole, and we're not going to do anything this turn. So we're just going to reduce what they're going to do to us, and then we're going to put Sonata in our arsenal. And so hopefully next turn we can kind of just play it out. Um, so Cole is they have to banish a card from hand, so it's a destructive card. Actually, let's make this full screen. Sorry, I always forget. Oh, okay. So we got rid of a command and conquer, which we love to see. So this is a beautiful, beautiful fudge. Okay, so this is the power card. This is like Blood Rush Bellows is insane. So what that means is 6. I could block for 6, 7, 8 and get rid of a card here, and then they have to pitch. I'll lose 2 block value, but it makes their turn different. So right now, I'm deciding I really want to keep Temptation. So this card here, actually, kill him. Yeah, this will be a great room to use face. But yeah, I think you're right, Scribnibble. I think I am going to use face. My concern around using face now is, does it make sense to use it here and potentially lose 2 block value or take this 6? I really want to keep Deadwood Dirge. I think I'm going to do it like this. I think I could be patient here. They've already seen I'm going to do this. We take 6. Let's take the first 6. Let's learn. This is a learning experience. So this was their weapon attack, which I imagine is going to be their weakest. I wonder if they're going to overpitch here because they saw me thinking about. They might overpitch and just send. Okay. So I'm kind of glad now. I think I'm actually pretty glad that we didn't. Wait, that's kind of good, right? Like we did the right thing. So that was fine. We just took 6 damage. We kept our face purgatory. I heard your voice in my head, Scrib. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard your voice in my head, Scrib, where you're like, "Hey, like," or I think it was you who was like holding on to armor. It might have been Trent. Trent or you were like, "Hold on to armor at all costs." So now we get a free Sonata, and I need to be better at that. I'm not very patient with my armor. I'm pretty patient with creepers, but and Grimoire, but everything else, I'm like, pop it, pop it. Yeah, that was the right move, saving our armor discipline. Yeah. So they're reading this card because they're like, "What's going on?" And we're gonna take out this, and we're just gonna nuke their arsenal. So for anyone who doesn't know, widespread destruction gets rid of their arsenal. I want to send that because I want to get rid of whatever they've put in arsenal if they don't block here. So we still have face purgatory for that second time that we get. Okay, so let's see. I would be surprised if they have D reacts, but you never know what's gonna happen here. Ugh. You know what? I also, side note, I've been rewatching Lord of the Rings because everyone should do that like once a year essentially. Um, and my favorite character is Boromir, and I really want like a hero that kind of like captures some like Boromir vibes, like maybe a warrior or a guardian with like a shield or like a horn. I would love that. Um, so if anyone from LSS ever sees this, please. I did at one of the events I sat with James White does like that lovely thing where he like talks to all the fans, and I was like, "Hey," and I feel like I'm very annoying because I've talked to him twice, and every time I'm like, "Could you do this?" And he's just like, "Please, dude, like we have our own plan." But I was like, I love like banners and like the banner vibe. So if there is a oh cool, we won the clash. If there's like a banner warrior, or sorry, a banner like champion that uses like a banner as an offhand, like a light warrior. That'd be dope. And he's like, cool, man. He was very sweet. He was like very sweet. Okay, so we got rid of E Strike. Hell yeah. So Lord of the Rings is a good Christmas movie, and this game was basically an Urukai. There we go, brother. Yeah, this is for sure Urukai. Yeah, right. Okay. We are getting very like it is working out. Like our okay, Bare Fangs. So they're gonna send this. So, brother, this character works off discard. Brute is a very discard heavy hero. So we're about to take nine. Why don't we block with I think we can block with Widespread Ruin because Banshee has one more damage on it. And sure, this has text on it to banish, but they're not gonna run out of their card, their deck here. So I think what we can do is we'll lightly block here. We're gonna banish the Phantom Banshee just to have in our bin. So we'll banish that. We're gonna Sonata Galaxia. Let's pay four for it so it gets go again. The reason I select four is X is the payment for this. So some cards have X as their payment. So I am going to pay four, and the cost gets reduced because of Rune Chance. That's why I haven't been pitching. My deck that I'm playing, this hero, doesn't really pitch, brother. So if you're ever like confused, it's like I just looked up the armor deck. It's like, oh, it should not be that high for a KO armory deck. $113. Most armory decks are like that place. I would not stop there then maybe if that is the price of the armory deck because armory decks should generally be 30 to $50. Yeah, some LGSs might spike it. But so we'll do this, but you shouldn't be, yeah, do not pay $113. Yeah, brother, be careful because I will say some LGSs like will bump the price. Weird. Is something up with do people know? Is the KO one like something going on? I know that it was the first one released, so maybe that's why. But you shouldn't have to pay like my LGS. Yeah, I was gonna say the KO deck is tough to get because there aren't that many left. I see. The KO deck has been out for a while. Like KO, look at I was gonna say there should be other armory decks that are like reasonable. Um, okay, great hands. We're getting like lucky, lucky, beautiful hands here. So this is a good block card. This is something good that we can banish. This is good for what's it called? Keeping Rune Chance going. Makes sense. But y'all, I'll keep my own. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There, I mean, that's weird. Card discarded. Oh, that's a great discard. So here, I think we could block five. Let's just block five. I blocking the first one never feels that great, but okay, so okay, that's cool. They were trying to maybe get a draw from Beast Within. There's a lot of little interactions from some of these cards that I know, brother, that I'm sorry I'm not going super in depth on them, but um okay, so now we'll send Bantam Banshee. Generally we want to trigger these first, but we're not going to because we don't have Oblivion in our deck right now. So we're gonna send a ton of Rune Chance. We still have full armor. So if we get hit with Face Purgatory, I should be able to find stuff easier there. I see Fab everywhere. Yeah. There should be. I'm very surprised, like KO armor deck. That's weird. Um, you're good. This is very informative. I'm glad. I'm glad. I tend to ramble, um, but hopefully some of that rambling is. Oh hell, well, dang! I was gonna say this stand is sick, and it still technically is. I would love to keep this, but what I think we do is hopefully. Oh, what? Okay, so they are taking a risky. I will talk about this. This is a risky move on their end. They're gonna roll this to get more action points, which they got lucky with. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So we are getting hit with nine. Oops, I just opened up the App Store. I hate that about why did you do that? I don't need to. Okay, we were gonna do this anyways. We would love an attack here. Uh, well, actually, we were smart because we saved an attack in here, so we're actually okay here. Did my whole thing? Yeah, face them. Thank you, Scrib. This is where we're using face, 100%. So they have no resources, so they'll probably just swing with that. That makes sense. So here, I'm actually happy to block this. We are going to pass the action phase. We're going to go to the reaction phase. And in that reaction phase, we will reduce to enchant. And on our turn, what we're actually going to end up doing is I'm actually perfectly happy banishing Shadow Puppetry because we have to banish at the start of our turn, using our Tunic to get a free resource, play Arcane Cussing, so we have an on hit, and we're just going to send a simple 10. Keep an arsenal, turn off pulping. Love that that was a fantastic save the react. Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. So that was a great call by Scrib. So I had a defense reaction, and it would have been actually pretty solid there to have saved that defense reaction, especially because I could have afforded to take a little bit of life there. And if we get hit with pulping here, we do not have anything. So that was a great call. That was a misplay on my part. Um, I need to remember. It's been a minute since I faced brutes. I guess your Scrib is the only brute player. Okay, so we got lucky. Like I said, it is better to be lucky than good. So we are going to be at 5. I wonder if we keep this to go wide. The App Store still wants to open. Go away. Um, After seeing your stream, finally started to sleeve up and said, yes, I love that. Hell yeah, Blaine. Um, do we block? We don't need to be risky here. I don't think we need to be risky yet. Why don't we just do this? Let's keep pressuring them. Can I close the App Store? Or is it still like struggling? Get out of here. I wish I had. I bought a Mac a few years ago, and it's been great, but I feel like PC would have been a little bit nicer for streaming. Okay, let's do that. So we are at. I'm trying to think. We could just send this and get their whole hand. I don't think we want to necessarily use. Now, if we get hit with a bellow, not a bellow. What is the defense reaction? Oh. Sorry, if we get hit with the defense reaction here, we're screwed because we will banish our Deadwood Dirge. What is it called? Reckless Swing. If Reckless Swing hits us here, I'll be sad because then we will have taken damage. I really hope. I know you're not too close, but if you swing by one day, there are two regulars on bin. Oh yeah. I know. Thank you, Scrib. I know I have to come out, Blaine. I was thinking maybe last Thursday, but then, oh no, last Thursday I was busy. I was watching the Two Towers, but I need to come out. I've been busy and lazy, so I apologize. Um, okay, so we still get a card from them. They still take a damage. Um, but yeah, our Vynnset, our locals have a good set of Vynnset. Okay, GG. Send game, good game, or send message, good game. Okay. Yeah, I think this hand was fine, but we were running thin. That's the thing that kind of scares me. And this is something I've noticed. This deck has like four pretty big turns with like you get the occult out, you get the cussings out. It's a very aura heavy list. But when you like lose all that, it's pretty bad. Gildobo. I swear no one reads Annihilation text. Yeah. Yeah. Which I'm thankful for. Let's face. I feel like this will be a quick one if we face Kano. But I feel like okay, let's do it. No one wants to face Kano. We'll go first. Well, they like that. So we're gonna bring in. Did I bring here? Wizard Kano. Let's see. What do we want here? D-reacts don't care. Blues. We'll bring in our blues. We're gonna definitely go. Let's say Coco Man. Hello. Good luck. Have fun. Annihilation was coming in. Let's get rid of one of these. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's do that. Interesting to see how you pilot the Kano matchup. I do not win the Kano matchup anymore. I feel like I did. I had an easier time into Kano with Redline. Oh, this is so rough. So, oh, this is so silly. This is so silly. This is in such a weird hand. So now they won't Kano, right? Or they have to Kano now. Oh, they didn't. So here, I kind of want to put cussing. Cussing is interesting here because cussing is okay. This might help. What? Okay. And now I'm going to go to end. Are you going to Kano me? Yeah. So if we get damage here, we get a whole bunch of rune chance. Better not take any damage on Kano's turn. Yeah, yeah. I think we might, but I'm okay taking a hit here because Arcane Cussing. Let's see what happens. We have two AB. We're okay taking damage right now. So Kano, brother, if you're still here, brother, this matchup will probably break. This hero will break brains because they can play on your turn and their turn. Kano is a wizard, and wizards are insane. So, you know, come back in like 10 minutes because this is gonna be gnarly. Okay, so I'm going to move to end. We have blue cards, which we love. Yeah, what's gonna happen here? Okay, yeah, yeah. End turn. What is going on, people? Okay, so there's a world where we widespread annihilation, right? Let's do this and not get greedy. Okay. So right now, if we send all of this, we have AB2. Oh, we're an idiot. We're so dumb. We're so dumb. We're so dumb, guys. What happened here? We're so dumb. No, we just autopiloted the shit out of that turn. No one stopped me. No one stopped me. No one said, hey, Fabson. Hey, buddy. Oh, I cannot pop this now. I've already done it. What is in here? Hole? Okay. Well, bad play. I don't deserve to win this game. I don't deserve to win this game. That was silly. Guys, what happened there? We're not going to win this game. We don't deserve to win this game. Interesting. Should we have reacted with colder? Still in it. Scrub, you're such a positive force. Okay, so that's going here. Okay. Ugh. Kindle. So Kindle, how can I order this poll? So Kindle's gonna draw a card. If I call now, they'll pitch this one to Kano. That'll resolve. So I want to okay, so draw a card. So I should call now. I should just call now. Because this will go away, they will not, then they just put it on top. So they just don't get ragamuffins. I think because gaze goes into their hand. Gaze is going to go into hand if they haven't played something yet. Gaze will not go back in hand. You have to do 200D chess, guys. You have to have faith. You guys are all losing your cool. Yay! Yes! Oh man, that was not how it was supposed to be, but everything went as excuse me. Yep. Okay. I gotta do a posture check. Yep. Ragamuffin does not do anything. That's just how the game goes. You draw. Kanoed again. There's no ragamuffins now. Energy potion, and then we just send everything here. Damage step, and then we'll just flail them for even more. Okay, so we're in it. We're in it. You guys lost your cool. I'm definitely not projecting. I hope you all know that I'm just teasing. I'm not actually gaslighting you guys. Like I know I was losing my cool and I was like, shit, I fucked up. But then it all worked out. So the trick is just never panic. We will only have two here. So we'll do this. We'll get rid of these now. This is maybe a bad idea, but I'm hoping we've disrupted a bit here where we can get some. Oh shit, no, we haven't disrupted here. We're at 38. Like there's gotta be. They're not gonna do it, right? We have ebb and fold up. We got ebb and fold up. Don't panic, guys. Don't panic. Okay, here. Okay. Yep, here it comes. Here comes the. Okay, deja vu. Deja vu. Da, 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 do, 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 da, da, da. There's a song. I don't know it. We're safe at 38 faiths. That's right. We're alive. And we have a blue. Okay, we win. Oh, motherfucker. How did you find that? With cost zero. Go, leave it alone. That's fine. I can block one. No, no. Thank God blessing costs. This is blessing tech. This is why we run blessing. What's coming? What's happening? Okay, so they're filtering. So now we will be at four here. We're gonna play envelope. Do we take the life? No, because we're gonna take all the damage in the world and we don't want to make it unpreventable anyways. No. And why don't we just bump this up one more? We have a blue in our hand. We have AB1. We're safe at 35, right, guys? We're safe at 35, right, guys? So it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Sending eloquent. Cope Deluxe. They have to pitch. No, they don't. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're beginning to believe. What is he doing? Why isn't he running? This is Neo right now. We're facing Neo. Coco, Mococo, man. What gets banished? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Guys, okay. Is there a Kindle here? Mm-hmm. Okay. Up. I'm sitting upright at attention. What's gonna happen here? Are they about to pop off? For anyone who may be new and who does not know Flesh and Blood, Kano is a hero that will kill you at full health. So that is why we are being very tense right now. And we want to make sure we do not hold that tension in our shoulders. Okay. What's we got? What's going on? What's going on? What you got? Deja vu potion to put gaze on top, but you haven't played anything yet. So you're going to what's coming? They have like double gaze or something? What's gonna happen here? Okay. They have a D react too. Okay. Buckle up, guys. Yep, and they buffed it one. So let's pitch here. Yep. So 4 damage coming through. And then we are going to block the remaining two. Maybe I should have held. Maybe I should have held the one. If they have two spells, maybe I should have held the Yep, yep. Maybe I should have held the shadow puppetry. The shadow puppetry might have been good. Oh, we searching Kano math time. Hitting the file with Mike Kellis here. Maybe they'll whiff. Oh wait, no. If they have any over, what is it called? Library of Surge of Brilliance. Draw 2 cards and kick my butt. There we go. Gaze. Did they second gaze? No, pitch second. I was like this. Oh no, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Well, it was an honor, everyone. It was a pleasure. We didn't deserve this. We didn't deserve this at all. Maybe they won't hit it. We saw one blazing either. We have one more thing to pitch. Also, they can't play at instant speed, right? They have to find it off the top. Please go away. Stop it. Stop tailing. Scour. Nope, they're on the stack, right? So that's fine, right? They won't pop if they're on the stack, or can he stop the damage? Doesn't matter. We win. I think we made. Oh, we made it. You have no power here, Gandalf the Grey. I think we got it, right? Discussing classic ink is ICP. When the pitch check just be going up. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. They didn't get it. They can be popped, but he's too poor. Okay, super villain. I appreciate you, super villain. Did you snipe it with one of the widespreads? No, no. That Cole may have saved us. You know what? It's good on them. They're playing it out. They're doing the maths. Pop it. Like it's, oh, I can't pitch. I cannot pitch. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Yep, that was my bad. I thought I had resources. Do it. Dear little mannequin. Sorry, lots of just movie quotes. Okay, it's easy. I have emoji I made called So Fab, and I think that was it. Oh, let's say good game. Good game. GG. Actually, let me see. Where is this? Where are you? Is this it? I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I made this thing, which is a little silly, but I was like, I don't know, for those moments where you're like, oh, cool, it worked out, so fab. I had that emoji made. I want to make more emojis because it's kind of fun, but I don't know what the people care about, you know? Okay. Let's do some more gaming. Let's keep jamming. So scary. I had to call him snipe. I had to call him snipe, yeah. I looked up on Iron Deck and it was, what is happening? No way. I'm pulling up. Okay, where are you looking, brother? Where are you looking? Let me see. You're probably looking at like, no, there's no way in Iron Deck. KO Armory deck. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so the KO Armory decks, I see what you're saying. That's kind of messed up. Why are the KO ones that expensive? That is weird. I might just go buy a KO deck and I'll send it to you, brother. Um, but yeah, like these other ones, I'm just looking. Like, yeah, this seems normal-ish. This seems normal. This seems normal. Will this product be scalped? They see the prophecy foretold, and it looks like it. Um, I don't know. KO's fine. You don't need the armory deck, I guess. That's wild that this one. I guess it was the first one released, and so they were figuring out production on it. Okay, we're not facing another one of those. Let's face that Ira deck that's $1,000. So Ira, I have enjoyed into Ira doing. They don't bring the D reacts anymore, do they? Spring leaves. Actually, let's not bring this. 62. Do they bring D reacts? Here, let's go 61 for the sake of cleaning it up. Let's do that. One time snap. I don't want two. And this is fine. Let's do that. Let's see. Ira uses flick. Oh, not this one. Oh, this is an aggro one, I think. So Oblivion is not going to do anything. Um, no, it wasn't an armor deck. It was a deck I saw on. Oh, that's what you're looking at, brother. I see. So, yeah. So I'll talk to that next. So you can like purchase. Here they come. E strike. Is it just going to be interesting if it was a go again? Go again. Five, eh? We'll just block like this. I kind of want to keep Deadwood Dirge. I kind of wish I kept Deathly Whale, but they've seen it. I should have undid that. I should have undid that. Yeah, so Zena's right. When you're looking at Fab, what the fudge? Not damn. They leaked 3 damage. Damn, double E strike? Well, they don't have an arsenal. Okay, so um, yeah. So here, I kind of want to get Sonata out early. Temptation is really good. Let's do this. We'll pay two, pitching one, and let's get out our Blessing of the Occult. And then we're gonna just chill. Yeah, so this deck here that I'm playing, brother, is like 600. And like I think it's pretty good. The main price is in this. This like in Flesh and Blood, your equipment can be used across like multiple decks. Like this is a generic equipment piece, and this is like where the bulk of the cost is. But once you buy this, you can use it on all like it's used in so many decks that okay, so we'll take the one. It's used oh Dutsy, thank you for the sub all. I appreciate all what the heck is happening? We're already getting Crouching Tigered. You're so like why would you do this? So they're gonna Crouching Tiger me. Okay. Um, sure. So now their mask momentum is dual threat. Dual threat four. Do we want to take four here? I think we're fine taking this so that they don't have a mask trigger here. Oh no, that breaks the chain. And then they're gonna come in for a big attack, and we can block six of that. Let's do that. And then if it's a command and conquer, sound the alarm. What if an attack reaction is revealed? Okay. Well, you can have this card, and then you can also have this card, I want to say. You can have six. Do I want to get rid of that? I don't think. When else am I going to get this value in this deck? They will lose an arsenal. I don't think it's worth doing Face Purgatory now. I just don't think there's a lot of. I mean, I guess there should be opportunity to do it, yeah. Basically, all of the cost of my deck is right here, these two cards. When I get rid of these two cards, the cost of this deck is probably like $300, maybe less, 200, yeah, $300 or something. So we'll put this in. Let's Sonata Galaxia paying four. And now we're going to understand what kind of IRA are we dealing with? Are they going to go? I mean, they've been pretty aggressive. So I would be surprised if they start blocking now, especially with fucker. Sorry, I didn't mean that, Sophie. Whenever I say something, it's mostly just like at the hero. Like, okay, cool. So they're gonna take that. Cool. I get a temptation, and we're gonna just get rid of looking for scraps. I think because I don't want to deal with that. But then they won't be able to pitch. They'll have tunic. So let's just do that actually. And then here I'll actually flail. I rather keep the I rather have it so they can't just like get a free yeah. I don't mind if they looking for scrap me on my turn. Yeah, there's a lot of budget options, brother. Yeah, cool. So we got their whole turn. And we got a ton of chance. Oh, what is happening? You gotta look at my hand all the time. Stop that. Let's do this. Block three. And then we're gonna tunic, cussing, dirge, bang, 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 bong. Okay. So you go in, we'll do this, and actually, I wonder if it makes sense to dirge here. I don't really want to dirge. Like, what's the point of pushing this damage right now? I think six takes their whole hand, so I might as well. If ends up being a command and conquer hit, that's kind of bad. But we have in this deck we have Oblivion, and I like to save my dirges when I have an Oblivion in the deck. So this is fine. Deadwood Dirge, Censor. That's kind of good. So they take some damage. So we're kind of slowly bringing the life total back, or life. Okay. Um, one. I am okay taking this one here. I'm. I think I'm okay taking this two here. Because ideally, I don't care about this. Here, censor. Cool. I do care about that. Yeah. And here, um, this is gonna be. Do we want to get rid of their arsenal? I guess I should do. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's fine. Um, actually, do I want to just take one on this? So put me up, and I could pitch. No, I don't want to do that. I think we just block like this. Actually, we would rather send this. So we IP'd ourselves a little here, I think. But let's just get rid of their arsenal, and we'll keep the envelope for the future. That was a little weird. I clicked too quickly on Haunting Rendition, and then I got lazy because I always feel bad undoing. So what we should do here is we should use this because I don't want to IP myself, and then I'm going to send Widespread Destruction for a ton. Oh, Trent's here. Trent, what's up, Trent? If you want to see budget Vynnset lists, you can check Monsat's budget bash video. Yeah, Monsat is a great. There's a ton of content creators. Um, Funny enough, I think Vynnset has the most content creators, right? Like, I don't think there's any other hero that has more. Is that right? Nico, Zensei, Iron Maiden. Um, there's another one, me. Smile. I think there's like, holy shit, there's a ton of content creators for Fashion Wings. Yeah. There's, I think vice versa. Oh my God. I think most content creators are Vynnset content creators. Um, like, sorry, like not most, but I think a lot of the content creators that just kind of like make hero videos. Because I'm trying to think, Riptide doesn't, I'm just thinking like random heroes. We got kind of fucked. Um, does Vynnset have, let's walk the second one, the most content creators? I think, yeah, I think this hero has the most content creators that are making videos for like a single hero. This six? That's annoying. Um, and then one other card is coming for one. I can block some of it, but I can't block all of it. This is kind of bad to take this damage. This thing, torn tempo. If this hits, gets go again. So five. So we are just gonna block, I think. I didn't want to get rid of that, but it's fine. Here we'll put away this one because we're gonna play this, and we'll just send this. What's up, gang? Yeah, Sutcliffe has honestly been super good on Project Blue. I think Project Blue is actually a great way to get started into this game. I'm glad they started that. Brother, if you're around, I think you want to like Project Blue is like you just play rares and commons, and I think it's like the official supported project that the LSS Legendary Story Studios is pushing. So this is kind of bad. We're gonna have to block this turn. Okay, so we'll take the one, and on our turn, see the card to vanish. This. How do you like Envelope? I want to play Prior. I really like Envelope. This deck has the flexibility to pitch, and the Tunic resources pretty much only ever going to Envelope because we don't creepers as much for the go wide turns. Um, I see they want to block a little there. So we'll take one here, and then what's coming? Oh, another hit. We might as well block here. Do we want to get rid of Banshee, Phantom? Let's get rid of this. Actually, yeah, because we're not gonna be. This is fine. Okay, and then that's an annoying card. When this hits, Oh, because I've hit, yeah, okay. That's annoying too. Let's see here. Are they gonna arsenal that last card, or are they gonna send a two hit? I'm kind of thinking they're gonna come at me. So in this case, let's just do, let's just trigger this, and then we can send a bunch of damage. I think this could be wrong, but I'm getting nervous. This is an emotional play. So, okay, so this changes things. I think I might pop Tunic here. I might pop, sorry, I might pop Quill Hand. No, I'm trying to think. Do we care? What was in their hand that we got rid of? Was it just, oh, was it a CNC? No, it wasn't, because they already used CNC on me, I think. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, Command and Conquer was discarded. Cool. We read that right. Envelope or, so I want to put, let's not break Quill Hand yet. I'm glad, okay, I'm glad we did what we did then. And then we'll send a bunch of damage here to like turn the tide, hopefully. We should get some blocks. We should get at least one card, right? Wow, a two block? Oh, and this one. Two. Okay, that's fine. So we're dealing with two cards and they have Tunic active. Oh, what is this? A bricked hand? Yes, very much a bricked hand, dude. So annoying. So, what do we do on our turn? Honestly, we might block three here and then just play Imperial Seal and chill. Why not? Yeah, why not? Oh, what are you doing here? What are these non-blocks? Guys, what's going on? What is happening here? Okay, Kadachi, Kadachi, or Poo-Poo. Um, we'll take the one. Okay. Amnesia. Okay, for 10. Oh, because they dual threaded and I missed that. So four, six, seven, eight, nine. I could block 10 here. I could block 10. We're never gonna use creepers. Next snap, it should not be. I should not be bringing it into this matchup. Oh, interesting. Four. Your next attack gets a poop. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. What? Are they gonna Kadachi first? Yeah. We are happy to take a Kadachi hit. We could almost win here. We could. We could. If we can somehow survive this. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. So we could take this one. Another Kodachi for two. Hate to see that. That's really bad. That's really bad. When this hits, so they have four go again, four go again. Shit. That's really bad. So we're gonna have to block, and it's not gonna be pretty. Do we give this? We block with this. When this hits, what are the bet? Oh, this cannot hit because of Tunic. Sorry, because of this can't hit because of that. So we have to give this. So now call Arcane Cussing is dead, which is bad. Yep. So they are going to pitch for this, which now we could. Actually, we could do. No, we can't do anything goofy here. So we could call and block three, taking one, getting rid of that. We could call. Um, we might call here. So if I block with the envelope, and then they come out with one more, do I think their next attack with two floating can do more than three? I feel like I should just call. This is number two, right? Because we blocked the last one. Yeah, I think we just call. Oops. So we do this, then we call. We don't need to take damage. Yeah, amnesia. That would have been fucking terrible. Okay. So now the question comes, do we make it so they have no, how many D-reacts do they have? All their sync belows are in here. Do they have other things? Did we should have checked this before we done this because I think there was another play. Silly. So silly. Um, Shelter could be a thing. So why don't we do this? And why don't we push lethal? God, maybe this. Oh, we have Oblivion still in this deck. Yeah, I don't know about all this, friends. Uh, they took a damage, so we'll get a rune chant afterwards. So we'll be. Oh, that's nice to not worry about that anymore. Oh, thank God we didn't get screwed. So, what do we have? We have nothing really to tutor. So one damage, and then on our turn, what are we doing? Um, so we'll take the one. What else is happening? Two. We'll take two here, or we'll block two. So annoying. We can buy. I'm wondering if we block like this. No, we can't. We have to block like this because something else is coming for like two. We get to go again. So we can block three here, take two, and should be able to send. Ugh. I'm scared of getting Oblivion now. So I think Oblivion might. I mean, I've done. Oh, I don't know. I think there's a few mistakes. Like there's a turn we held a cussing. There was a turn where we should have seen that they didn't have any. So we get a blue. We should have seen they had no D reacts, and so we used the Imperial Seal then, which was maybe not the best. Okay, I think we're. Let's see. We make it. We should get two cards or one card in armor. We should get one card at least. Three damage. They're gonna go down to one. Thank God this is a two block. Oh shit, they are gonna go down to one. So did they have like a? We need a haunting rendition here. Why are you here? What purpose do you serve? So hold on. If we take this one, we go down to one. So hold on. Thinking, please bear with me. If we go down to one, we can just call, and then they swing at us with another Kadachi, and we block with Temptation. If they swing at this and we go to one, then they swing us another one, they tunic and send a five, or we're in trouble. So I think I have to just do that because I want to use Grimoire. If I could do Grimoire, it's too risky. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. Sorry. Sorry. No, 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 no. Revert to start a turn. I meant to call. Sorry, I meant to call. I pushed it way too fast. Damn it. Now they're gonna think I'm cheating. I meant to call. Resolution step. Damage step. This is what I meant to do. I meant to do this, and they're gonna think I'm being shady, but I just freaking pushed thumbs up too quick. So here we just get rid of a Oblivion, and then the two comes in, and we block with Temptation. And cussing is just kind of dead in our thing. Okay, so now we should get three cards, which still leaves us Kodachi locked. We're gonna lose this to fatigue unless we somehow get a miracle. I don't think we win this. Sorry, Sophie. I hope I didn't want them to see. I didn't want to see the information of the amnesia, which would have been for seven. Which yeah. Okay, so they don't have a blue. Red? Yeah, full red hand. Or are they keeping a blue to Kodachi lock? Okay. Oh, so did we get lucky? Wait a second. Did I mess up? Um, wait a second. Wait a second. Pop this to make coal. Damn. I don't know if I can. Yeah, if I do that, I'll just die if I can't. Can I win here with this? Coal to get rid of a card. I'm trying to think. Thinking, please bear with me. So pitch this to pop the book to use coal. Then I banish this. I need one resource. I don't think I can take that. So I think I need to instead. I kind of want to empty this, so I it's not going to do anything, but I feel like I should empty it. So we'll do this. So do you want to pay it like no, obviously. And then I think we just get rid of arcane cussing because it doesn't matter. And then we send this, and so we should get the whole hand here. One, two, three, and armor. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we're both at nothing, and now so bad. This is so bad. Um, Pitching this is worse because yeah, we lose here. We just lose. It's a fatigue. Are there any machinations left in our deck? Did we? I don't think we brought machinations because we brought one. Oh no, we should have a machination. Two cards. Yeah, the blues. They have too many blues. It's GG. Yeah, we needed you. Seven. And I think that's just it. I don't see we coming us. Yeah, we're not coming back from this. There is a weird line here, actually. There is a weird way we could survive because we're gonna get reduced to enchant and our block card. Do I have a reduce in here? What? Is there hope? Damn it. So they just need a one cost attack here. Wait, wait. What is the likelihood that their hand here is all blues or all reds? This is our last hand. This is our last attack. Maybe it's all reds. No, fuck everything. GG. Very low. Maybe these are all two blocks. GG. Good game. Yeah, there's a few misplays in there. Take it, Sophie. And me. Oh, were they? Wait. What do you mean? Why did they draw? What's going on? Oh, they have to pass because I banished. They can't. They just have to pass their turn and then they'll draw. You got it. Good game. Oh, you got it. I'll just concede, but I figured you would want it. I'll just concede. No, no, you got it. You got it. You can just have it. I think because did I click? I click concede. CG. That was a long one. We got all the things out of order. Okay. I don't think we need to bring the D Imperial Seal into that and the time snaps. I think that was a mistake. But oh well. Let's do the puzzle. Let's do the puzzle because I need a break from thinking like lightning speed for me. Oh, sleepy, 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 sleepy. Okay, puzzle time. Um, I think this should be a fairly straightforward one. Um, I'm going to close this. So the puzzle is, for anyone who is not familiar, we just get a little scenario, and it's just kind of like to practice and stay fresh with like what are some possible lines with Vynnset on given that we have our tunic up and this is our current board state, what can we do? Like what is the sequence of cards? Like how do we play them for optimal or most damage? So this one. Let's take a look. I kind of did glance at this one before, so I think I have an idea. So I think I'll give it a second. So our arsenal is widespread destruction. We already have a widespread destruction in there. And for this one, let's say shadow puppetry, we don't know what's on top, and it won't matter. We'll just say, yeah, puzzle time, yeah, it's a fun time. But we will say that shadow puppetry does not matter here. So I think we have one rune chant up. So I think actually I will start with banishing. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm going to banish Funeral Moon. So we're going to banish the Funeral Moon, two rune chants, then send Deathly Wail from hand, pitching Annihilation. Excuse me. And so that's going to be 2 + 6 total. I'll make this big font as always. Afterwards, total damage 8. And what do you think about doing puzzles with the assumption that the opponent has 4 tied damage? Oh, this was what I so I did watch a little bit of Iron Maiden's video. I think I'll do that next time. We can do like a full they'll do like the full block. We'll do a full block puzzle. I think that's a good call. I'll do that one in the next time. We'll be like, hey, assume they block everything. How do we punch through? Um, but for this, we'll say total damage 8. Yeah, because I think you sent me that script, and I did end up watching a bit of it, and I was like, hey, this is a nice little twist on things. Um, Total damage 8, and then use creepers before closing the chain to use puppetry and take the damage. And so we'll get our action point back. We have one rune chant from Malefic, and then close chain to get two more. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not close chain. Oh, wait. Do we close chain? Yeah. I think we close chain. Close chain to get two more rune chants. Send destruction. So it's going to be 3 + 6. So that's going to be 9 damage. So that'll be total damage 17. And then from there, we will pop Quill Hand, banish Destro from Arsenal, use Moon. I could put that on the same line. Use Moon, and then send another 3 + 6 damage for a total of 26 damage turn. I think that's the play because you get to send everything. Yeah, I love banishing own arsenal for surprise third doing it. Yeah, I hardly ever banish my own arsenal, and so that's why I kind of wanted to do this one. But I think next time I'll switch it up. If I remember on Wednesday, I'll try to do one where it's like they're gonna block. What does it look like? Um, but yeah, I think that's that. Um, okay. I'm trying to think. I will probably not play another game, but I might ramble for a bit because it's like 2 weeks until or it's like 2 or 3 weeks before we get the rest of the heroes, right? And if these heroes, I want to just see Gravy, Puffin. Let's close this puzzle for now. Yeah, so 26 damage close. Oops, I closed Puffin, I think. Oh no. So if these three heroes, if high seeds, because right now, what do we got? It's Florian dominating some stuff. Kassai's making a comeback. Syndra's making a comeback. Who else have I been saying? Jarl. So kind of defensive decks, maybe Kassai's more just Kassai and Syndra are not, but I could see meta slowing down a little bit, and so I'm curious to see how these three shake it up. Um, and I don't know where Vincent will lie. Like harpoons, we haven't seen enough for me to know. I think gravy bones and dealing with a board state will be very hard for Guardians and Assassins. But maybe not because she runs a lot of yellows over blues. Yeah. So that's part of the reason I still like the Aura build, but Gravy is all blue cards, right? If you have blue cards put in your graveyard, like that's going to be a lot of pitch. And Puffin, I think they set each hero they want them to be played in a couple ways. So I think there'll be like a couple archetypes in these three. And I kind of have a hunch that there's going to be maybe a secret hero that gets released because we had because what's going on? I can't talk because they released Chaos Assassin Arachne as like not draftable but in the pack. So maybe there's like Ice Wizard, please. Yeah, maybe there's like a pirate, just generic pirate hero. His allies are yellow and he cares about blues, so he's gonna have resources for days. Exactly. So I'm trying to see what happens to Vincent. It'll be curious. I think. Guardians might not make it back yet because New is still keeping them down, as well as Gravy will be difficult because allies are just hard to deal with. But I've been curious in I'm curious about Guardians. Puffin is going to be very interesting because Mechanologist has so many cards, and so there might be something here. So I think it's gonna be very cool to kind of start brewing again. I've been for the longest time, I am trying to brew a secondary deck that has not been set. And I want to try to do that. Um, but I don't know. Right now, I don't know. Oh, also, side note, I was wondering, and we don't have to talk about this now. I might put it in my Discord, but I was thinking of changing my logo a little bit. And this seemed a little bit nicer, but I might keep fiddling around and seeing what I can get for logos. But that was just like a random aside that I forgot to mention. So I might change it because I think um, my logo right now is pretty lackluster, and all the other content creators have really cool logos. Okay, that's enough rambling, I think. But I'm really excited. I think we're getting spoilers next week, right? I think we're gonna get some spoilers. Yeah, oh Zena, I didn't mention there is a Discord now. I did make a Discord. I think the invite link is in the description. And it looks like a few people have hopped into the landing pad. So swing through, would love to have you all. And then I'll try to post my schedule and all that stuff in there more. But yeah, we're gonna get spoilers, and I think hopefully I'll be able to talk about some stuff on Wednesday because I'm planning on streaming again Wednesday. My back is in much better shape. And so I'm planning on being around. But yeah, I want another hero, and I want something that speaks to me. I do wonder if I don't know. I do always tend to gravitate to like the niche heroes or like the underplayed heroes, but I don't know. It also has to be fun for me, and Vynnset is fun. But I think there's a lot of good Vynnset content out there, so it might be worth trying to create some decent content for another hero. Like Josh Lau has Warriors on lock. The guy is a genius when it comes to Warriors. We have like Lupine does great on all of the aggro and mid range. Just like a ton of heroes has a good flexibility. Same with aggro. Like there's so many good content creators out right now. Um, and so I think I'm curious to see if there's a hero that is underrepresented that I can also make content for occasionally. Like Extreme Hero there. Acilio also gets a great amount. Yuto's a fantastic Acilio player. But Vincent, I think, like as far as strictly goes with heroes, I think Vincent has the most content creators creating content for her. So maybe there's something else. Anyways, yeah, we love Lupine. So good. I think I saw them play Kayo again recently, and that made me happy. Um, I mean, I love it whenever they make whatever content. Okay, friends, enough rambling. Enough rambling. Go and enjoy your Sundays. And I will see you all Wednesday. And as always, thanks for hopping into the Iron Maiden. Thanks for the new people who stopped by. Thank you all for the subs. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you all for the likes. Appreciate you all. And I will talk to you all Wednesday or in the Discord or whatever. All right. Cheers all. Peace.